Hey, good afternoon, Manchester, New Hampshire, and all the surrounding areas here. I have a gorgeous young lady here, Amy.
Aevon Aestra Gebo.
There you go. And we have a superstar from yesterday, and his name is Dick Winn Sr. Is that correct?
No senior. Everybody makes that mistake.
Oh, I see that SR on there.
Yeah,
so,
somebody
okay.
put it on there by mistake.
Oh, Dick, you want to tell us a little bit about yourself?
Well, I was in the music business for over 50 years.
Oh, I thought he was only 19.
I don't look 19. But I retired in 2016. I got real sick. Of course, I'm in a nursing home now. But I lost my voice, of course, due to the sickness. But in 2013, I decided I would go to Nashville and record 5 of my favorite songs. And that's what I did. That was the last trip I made to Nashville in 2013. Of course, my band is still playing. But when I retired in 2016, 16 actually, they changed the name of the band, so they're still playing, and they come to see me probably once or twice a month.
That's good.
So they still keep me informed of what they're doing. They talk to me on Facebook, and they call me on the phone.
That's important.
Yeah, well, they're very good friends. We were together for these gentlemen here have been with me for 20 years, except for the bass player. He's been with me from the beginning, 1969, I believe.
I was 3.
Yep. The other guys, the drummer has been with me since 1999. Best drummer around. He was a kid when he started with me. Unbelievable drummer. I've had so many people try to take him from me, he wouldn't leave. They just, but I enjoyed what I was doing, and if I could do it again, I would do it all over again.
So no regrets?
No regrets.
Do you miss it?
Yeah, I miss it. I miss it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, hey, your health matters when you're doing that.
Yeah. Well, when you're helping other people, you're not only helping yourself, but when you're playing music for other people, like in nursing homes or the stage, you're also giving people a new life, a new positive feeling, a new direction in life. Like when I go on stage and I do things, and I enjoy of course, I'm called a dirty old psychic. I don't understand why, but that's okay, But when you start really producing like that, and by the way, we're going to be very shortly hearing one of your songs whenever Cameraman is ready. We'll get right into it.
Well, the last 5 songs that I recorded, those were. See, I was brought up. Matter of fact, when I first started in country music, I made a lot of trips to Nashville and Tennessee. Now, I performed with a lot of the old country singers.
Wow.
I performed and rehearsed with Johnny Cash a few times, his brother Tommy. I met Dolly Parton when she was just, she was with Porter Wagoner at the time. Hank Snow. I mean, I'm talking the old timers.
Oh, I know these old timers. Yeah, that was music back then.
Yes. To me, today's music, country music anyway, it's not. I mean, it doesn't. I just can't listen to it as much.
What's that?
Keep talking. Keep
Okay.
talking.
So,
it just it doesn't.
It isn't the same, is it?
No, there's no steel guitar. No. There's no, there's no fiddle. I mean, that's
No what? Fiddle?
Fiddle.
What's the hell's a fiddle?
Violin.
Oh!
But country.
It's still in country.
You know.
But, that's what I grew up on. My parents listened to that.
Oh, I go. My father used to have WW Wheeling, when at the A Wheeling, West Virginia.
I was there.
Yeah, and my father used to order chickens from WW Wheeling, West Virginia, and then come in. So the dad said, when we used to get our chickens, the thing that you could get over the radio, and the thing is, when you were on the radio back then, so it goes to show my age too. Of course, we're only 25, right? 35, But when you order like that, and there wasn't a lot of swearing, there was a lot of, it was everybody having fun.
That's what it was. I worked at the Lone Star Ranch for years and years.
I probably met you there because my father used to go down there every, twice a month. We would go down there and see different stars.
I worked with a band down there every Sunday.
Yep.
Which was Buck Carney. That was his band. It played every Sunday with Buzz Whitaker.
Yeah.
Okay, now Buzz owned the place.
Yeah.
Norm?
Yeah.
Can we have Dick just do a mic check really quick? Get right on the mic and do a test.
Sure.
Yeah, want to bring that mic right up to you there.
I can do that.
I need him to do a testing right on that mic. I need him
I
to
can do that. How's that? That better?
I need you to get on the mic and do it right on the mic and do a testing 1, 2, 3, 4.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Is that better?
Thank you. Yes, thanks so much, Dick.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to stay close to it.
Yeah. Well, I learned in my career, they used to call me the round mound of sound because I didn't need a microphone.
Now that's different.
So I learned to stay away from the mic. But if you want me close, I can do that.
Yeah, you got to be close.
Yep. As a matter of fact, I used to sing there every Sunday for years.
Okay.
I don't know if you remember Gene Laverne.
Yeah.
Gene Laverne was a very good friend of mine. Now, Buck Carney's daughter, Anne Marie Sable, she was singing with me when we were kids at the Lone Star Ranch. Now, I'm talking about early 60s, maybe 64, 65.
Well, I can remember those days, but that's I was a senior in high school back then.
I was just a thought.
Were you?
Yeah.
I was a senior in high school.
Well, I was a little older than that.
So what got you into this country and western?
Well, I like the music. I like the old time music. My father and my mother, that's all we listened to at the house.
Now, did you go to school to learn how to play these instruments, or were you self-taught?
No, I taught myself. Yeah, I had a natural singing voice.
Okay.
So what instruments did you play?
I played guitar.
Guitar, yeah.
Back in the saddle again.
No, I actually did that. I actually played that years ago.
Really?
Yeah.
Don't take me serious, because I like having fun, so just to let you know.
Yeah.
Right?
I used to play that, and I used to play Riding Down the Canyon.
Did you know Hank Decato?
I sure did.
He was a
He
good
died
friend of mine.
last year, you know.
Oh, we did. Oh, I didn't know that. He was a good friend of mine. He went to
He
California.
was a friend of mine, too.
Really? And
From Laconia.
yeah, right. And you know Roy Small.
Oh, I sure did.
Roy is more like a vegetable now mentally.
Yeah, he had a stroke. He had a couple of strokes.
Right.
Yeah.
And he and I used to be very good friends as well. Actually, when Roy and I went to state school together, he said, "You want to go for a ride?" I said, "Okay." I didn't know he stole the detective of Laconia's police car. And I said,
That's
"Roy."
quite a ride.
Yeah, I said, and we brought it back, and he never knew that car was missing. I was terrified.
Sounds
You
like
know.
Roy.
But my
You've got the greatest stories, Norm.
my ex-wife is a very good friend of his. Okay. Oh yeah, the things I've done, that's when you know the spirit is watching over you, so you don't get into trouble. You know what I mean?
I knew Roy when he was married to Carol.
Yeah, I knew Carol too. Yeah.
Matter of fact, we were playing. I was in his band at one time,
Oh really?
and we were playing at a little bar in Pinnacle.
Yep, I've been there.
And we had some birthday parties going on.
Yeah.
Wasn't supposed to be any liquor in there. Now, there was liquor all over the place.
And well, what they don't see, they don't know, right?
Yeah, but let me tell you something. We all got raided.
Oh, no.
Luckily, they didn't find any hard liquor. It was all hidden under the table.
Yeah.
I don't know how we got away with it.
They didn't look too hard then.
No. Roy was the biggest con artist you ever met. He could talk his
yeah.
way out of anything.
He was.
Okay, yeah. Yeah.
Nice guy, though. Nice guy.
Well.
I remember when he won the Roy Orbison lookalike
Yep.
in Canada.
Yeah. And right after that, he got sick. He signed a contract
Yeah.
to go on tour as Roy Orbison. His wife actually, Roy Orbison's wife was actually with him,
Yes.
and they both signed a contract. He was going to go to England, and 2 days after he signed the contract, he had a stroke.
Yes.
Oh, no kidding.
Yeah.
Well, you'll probably answer the phone that he'll tell us to pick up. Okay.
He tried to make a comeback,
And he couldn't.
but, you know,
When change your mics on you.
okay. Yeah, because he just tried to make a
Should have my
comeback.
camera.
He just couldn't do it.
Yeah.
Just couldn't do it.
You know, and that makes it so, you know, what makes it so sad is like when you and like my friend, I can't even think of his name, Johnny Moran.
Oh, I know Johnny Moore. Sure.
Do you? Okay. And a lot of these other, like Roy, you, Johnny, and a lot of these other stars, they sign contracts and all of a sudden they get some kind of a disability disease. Okay. Like Johnny Moran was in a complete bed for a year, body stiff. They had to do
Oh, wow.
a year and a half of physical therapy on him. Okay. And I don't understand it, but you know, and then now he's in a chair and he goes all over. He sings every once in a while, and now look what happened to you. And I just don't understand why, if the spirit is, we get a lot of static, but if the spirit is so strong, why are they doing? You know, but who am I to question?
Well, no,
Did it stop?
Yes.
I understand that you won an award.
yes, I did.
Would you be willing to show us your
Sure.
award?
I was elected in 2013 to the New Hampshire Country Music Hall of Fame.
Okay, and you want to put on that side, maybe parking. I mean,
Oh, yeah, sure.
Then we go and get a close up of it if
Sure.
we can. Were you surprised with that honor?
You betcha I was. I wasn't expecting it.
See, look at that. See that? You can look right over there. You can see yourself right over there. See
Oh,
that?
yeah.
Isn't that awesome? Yeah. How awesome. And our congratulations from our
Thank you
TV
very much.
show, from Amy. We're
Great
pleased
job.
that everybody, and I believe Roy won one too. I'm not sure.
He's not in the New Hampshire Country Music Hall.
Okay, but then you must have won the. You said Roy Orbison won? Okay, you can put it down.
Roy Small, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, Roy Small didn't win the New Hampshire.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you beat him out on that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
So what determines how do you get in the Hall of Fame for in New Hampshire?
How do you get into it?
Yeah.
Well,
What was the criteria?
you have to be in the Country Music Association,
Uh-huh.
No, he wasn't.
New Hampshire Country Music Association, which I am. But you have to be in it for so many years.
Hmm. Are you also voted in by the people?
Yes, you
Oh,
have to be elected
great.
by the fans
Fantastic.
and by the board. Of course, I'm not on the board, so it has to be, elected by the fans, by your peers. Like I said, it was a big surprise to me that day. I was just sitting in the audience. I was just there for the award show. That's all I was there for.
Or
Because
s-
friends of mine were getting awards.
Or so you thought.
I was sitting there, and they started, talking about the award, and they started bringing up, things, and I said to myself, "Oh, kinda
Sounds a lot like me.
I'm sitting there. Sounds more and more like me every time they talk, And then they called my name. I said, "Oh my God!" So I said, well, they called me up, and gave me a big, how to do and all this and pictures, and it was, it brought tears to my eyes.
Oh,
I
yeah.
bet it
Because,
did.
that's the best award you can get.
And well, we can, Melania, congratulations. Right?
Yeah, congratulations.
No,
It's
It's
gonna be
quite
a
an
corner
accomplishment.
for all of you.
Appreciate it.
I think that it's probably not an easy thing to win,
It's not. No,
Okay.
it's not.
but it goes to show you how many fans you have. And I bet you still have fans today.
Yeah, I still, matter of fact, I have fans that reach me on Facebook that I haven't seen or heard from for 40, 50 years maybe. Yeah, when I started when I was a kid.
Yeah.
They see me on Facebook and they'll, say, "Hey, how you doing? You still playing?" They contact me and
Well, how about if we hear one of your tunes? What do you think? Want to hear one of your songs?
Yeah, I'd love to.
Okay, here we go.
I don't remember.
Well, let's be surprised. That's
Wait
the
a
best.
second.
Okay,
I'll let you know when it's queued up.
okay. Well, we'll keep talking then.
All right.
So I'm curious, well, we're about to hear your music, but I'm curious if you played covers or if you
Yeah,
did
these
originals.
were covers. These
Yeah.
were 5 of my favorite songs.
Ah,
What was happening was I was losing my voice. In 2013, my voice was going.
uh-huh.
So I wanted to record 5 tunes just for me. Nobody else, just for me.
Nice.
But as people heard them, they wanted to buy them, and I wasn't about to sell them. I said, I'll just make some and give them to you. And that's what I did. But I ran out so fast, I had to make more and more and more and more and more and just give them away. So that's what I did. I still have people that want some, and I have no more left.
Okay. Well, folks, we're going to hear from one of
We're going to hear Dick Winn's.
that's it. That's what I call one of his songs that he has recorded. And stay tuned to it, and I'm sure it will be exciting.
I cry myself to sleep each night, wishing I could hold you tight. Life seems so empty since
Clearly at home.
you
Oh,
went
okay, so
away.
we've done that. How long did it take you?
The
to make this?
pillow where you lay your head now holds my lonely tears instead, and it keeps right on a hurting since you're gone. It keeps right on a hurting every minute of the day, every hour you're away. I feel so lonely, and I can't help it. I don't think I can go on, and it keeps right on a hurting since you're gone. Say a man should never cry, but when I see you passing by, my heart breaks down and cries a million tears. You broke my heart and set me free, but you forgot your memory, and it keeps right on a hurting since you're gone. It keeps right on a hurting every minute of the day, every hour you're away. I feel so lonely, and I can't help it. I don't think I can go on. Right on a hurting since you're gone.
Oh, hey, we're back, folks. Hope you enjoyed that song by something. What's his name? Dick?
Dick Winn.
Dick Winn, okay. Do you win a lot of games?
No.
See why he has me? That's why I'm
No,
here.
I don't win a lot of games.
Yeah. See, that's why I have a co-host, because I never remember names. Okay, so I apologize.
I
But
can't
anyway.
remember names either.
Okay, but that one, I'm sure we'll get a lot of reflex on that. Folks, if you enjoyed it, you want to hear more of it, give us a call at 640-3091. And if you want a reading or you have a question for Amy or myself, we'll be very happy to answer your questions for you. Okay. If you have any questions for Dick, don't be afraid to call it. I'm sure he'll be more than happy to answer the questions. Yeah. So, Amy, tell us a little bit about yourself.
Well, I'm an energy worker. I was working out of primarily Concord until the last 4 months. I moved to the seacoast. So doing still some work in Concord and expanding now out into the seacoast, and looking forward to meeting all of the new people and networking that I have ahead of me. I'm looking forward to expanding my network. Oh, we got an incoming call, so Saved by the Bell.
Yeah.
1 sec. Hi, thanks for calling Norm's Community Corner.
I'll answer the phones out here.
Okay.
I'll answer the phones out here.
Okay.
You can hang that up.
Hang on.
I'll screen the calls. Thanks.
Okay. Yeah, we get some great calls once in a while.
Oh,
Yeah. So one of the things what got you to doing this kind of work?
I needed healing.
You need, so don't you? And you're right. So when you're healing others, do you find that you're healing yourself as well?
Oh, definitely,
You know?
definitely.
Yeah.
If I don't stay on my own program, I'm really not helpful to other people.
If I'm the same way, I find myself really getting. Okay, you want to hit 9-1? No. Hello. What? Yeah. Oh, sure. Give us a call back, Mary. But I think she hung up, Paul.
Okay, when she calls back, I'll get it just to make sure it's her. Okay.
Okay. Yep. But when I find if I don't stay in sync with what I'm supposed to be doing to help other people and to help myself, I'm a bitch.
Yeah, I have. I've had to go deeper and deeper and deeper in my work for myself.
Right.
Because I'm meant to be helping people, at deeper levels too. So that's really what I've been doing lately since my move, is doing more of that deeper, deeper work.
And this is the whole, like when having, this is my thrill in having someone like Dick. Hey, I got his name.
You got his name?
Yeah, all right. But like Dick coming on, and I get, it makes me feel good to let people know there are people out there, whether they're handicapped, whether they're not handicapped. So I don't even like the word handicapped, to be honest with you. But someone that has, whatever, and just to know that they're still out there, that I feel that people need to know.
I don't think of myself as handicapped.
Good, because I don't, And I've had people that have had autism on. We had this one guy, he was from, I think, Laconia, blind, the same way Chip. He played the guitar, and he sounded just like,
Go ahead. She's back on.
okay. Hello, welcome to Norm's Community Corner.
Hello.
Hey, Mary, how we doing?
Yeah. Not too bad. I love that song. Keeps on hurting.
Uh-huh.
That was a passion.
Do you remember this guy?
Yes, I do. I wonder if he remembers. But my father had his band before I was born, and Clyde Joy used to live in back of my father, and they started a band years ago. Before I was even around.
Yeah.
When they had a band.
What was the name of that band, Mary?
I think it was called Joe's. Joe the Flop.
Joe the
was
Flip?
part of his band.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what the other guy was named. Cannonball was in my father's band. My father played the Hawaiian guitar.
Yes, I do remember Mary.
Do you remember him?
I sure do.
Yep, that was my father.
Oh, no kidding. Oh, long time ago.
Yeah,
Long time ago.
Because his middle name, was really Joe, but instead of using Roger, he used Joe instead.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah.
I sure
And
do.
Clyde Joy was right back of my father.
Uh-huh.
I'm good with the hooks in the Manchester line. And
Yes.
the house.
Yes, I
Right
do.
back, Clyde Joy lit up and back.
Clyde Joy was, he was one funny guy.
Channel 9, was it Saturday?
Yeah, he was on every,
WMR.
I was on that show every
I think it
Saturday.
was on Saturday nights.
Yeah.
Yeah,
His wife.
Good Night Mobile Homes.
Yeah, his wife
Yeah.
used to have that beautiful long, they got divorced.
Yes, they
Yeah,
did.
And I can remember I carried, when I lived in Springfield, New Hampshire, I don't know if you know what that is. I can remember carrying Clyde, I was like 10 or 11 years old, carrying Clyde Joy's boots to the stage. And you know, a kid doing that.
Wow,
you know,
that's a big deal.
Oh, it was. It was just a big, haha, look at me, I'm carrying these. And because all the kids, back then the kids would make fun of me and stuff, but I'm the one that had the pleasure, and I helped carry the cowboy hats. And he,
That's neat.
Clyde was something else. He
his
was,
wife, and I'm still getting emotional, gave me a kiss right here and told me what a sweet boy.
Aw.
Willie Mae.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So, and actually, I got to tell you, Clyde Joy donated his time to come to the town hall in Springfield, New Hampshire, because one of our friends' house had burnt to the. You probably were with him. I know. This was back in 1950. Well,
No,
long
I wasn't
ago.
with him. I wasn't with him.
Okay, and one of my friends' house had burnt down, and so we had a big country western dance. And back then, people cared about other people. They donated. They helped.
They
raise
knew their
money.
neighbors,
They knew
and they wanted to
neighbors.
help them.
And
Yeah.
they really did.
Yeah, how true. That's so true, Norm.
Yeah, and I think we raised like $500 for what back in
That's a
them
lot
days
of money,
was a
but-
lot
Those
of
days,
money.
that was a lot of money.
Yeah, and I was so heartbroken when the money that we raised for the lady. She said, "I don't want this money. We didn't ask you for that help. Take it and do it with something." The girl that organized it was like 12 or 13 years old.
Wow.
I mean, how heartbreaking that was. So, what she did, she didn't keep the money. She found somebody else to give it to. She gave it to another charity. So people, people condemn all these young people and all that stuff. But you know what? They're more compassionate than we are as older people. If you think about the generation, look at young children; they're very compassionate, right?
Yeah, I'd like to think that I was an example of
Yeah,
how
you
to
were,
be that
you
way, and they, they saw that, and so they're that way.
See, Mary was my bodyguard when I was a teenager. I've known Mary for a lot of years now.
Well,
Yeah,
you
we
know,
sure do. And
Yeah.
I know being in the music business, it's a people business.
Right.
Okay, you play for 10 people, or you play for 10,000 people. I've
Well,
done
one
both.
person, right?
I've done both.
Well, I can remember Clyde Joy said on TV one day, like you just said, if it's one person, 10 people, or 10,000 people, the show must go on.
Show goes on, and it's not like a regular job. You can't call in sick.
No.
You got to be there. I can remember doing shows where I've had a sore throat, I've had laryngitis.
That's like your public TV show, Norm. Look
Yeah.
at it. You were just telling me you've done it for 18
18 years, I only missed
And
3
every
shows.
Wednesday,
Yeah.
you've been here for 2 hours every Wednesday
Yeah.
from 4 to 6,
Yeah.
doing your show.
Well, I started out with a half-hour show, then it went to an hour show.
Rain or shine, or
Rain or shine or
sick
whatever.
healthy, or
Yep.
I mean, I
I've
played
only
in
missed
the
3
whether
shows.
you had
Yep.
whether you had 5 people watching your show or
No,
whether you had
oh, yeah.
500, right?
Yeah.
Doesn't
I
matter.
played in the worst snowstorms.
Yep. Yeah, me too.
You know,
You know the saying, the show must go on,
Show
what
must
it
go
is.
on.
and it must go on.
and it's in your blood.
Yep.
You know,
Yeah, my son used to have a band, and he used to play. And I can remember one day he was in the band, and once he got on stage, he was really electrified. The energy was. But we literally had to help him off the stage and let him sit down, and then we had to help him back up on the stage. But once you got that going, because you just don't. It's an adrenaline rush.
it's a fever.
Right.
Do you
Like,
think
I-
entertainment is in the blood, is
Yes,
in the
it is.
spirit?
Yeah.
Either it is or it isn't, right?
Yeah.
People are either,
It is.
want to be
You
on
miss
stage or
it?
they don't.
Yeah, I do a lot. I miss it a lot.
Yeah. You can't sing a song at all now.
I lost my voice completely.
Oh, I'm so sorry because I was going to have
Well,
you sing a song.
I have-
afterwards,
I have COPD and I have asthma.
But were you a cigarette smoker?
Yeah, I was almost 40 years.
I
I
got
regret it
4
now.
years ago this month. This is May now, right?
It is.
4 years ago this month, Matt hypnotized me for cigarette smoking, and I haven't had one cigarette since.
Congratulations.
So proud of you.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But
I
you
feel
know-
better now. I'm 22 years without alcohol.
Yeah.
And I feel better now than I ever did in my whole life. I used to go to the country and western days. I used to play. Did you ever play at the Run Gun in Laconia? That's where I've seen you. I used to go there every Saturday night, have my few ginger ales.
I played there many times.
Really? You know, have my ginger ale because I lived right across the street from there, so I didn't have that far to walk.
That must be where I saw you.
Oh, probably.
I used to go there all the
Yeah,
time when
yeah.
I was living
Were
up
you
there.
really having ginger ale?
Well,
I'm not
that
buying
was
that
Canadian water and soda.
I was gonna say.
What
I
kind
always
of soda?
Doesn't
Yeah.
sound like the truth to me, Mary. How about,
No.
what do you think?
No, I used to sing in the choir with the tenor. I was having trouble with
My ex-wife and I used to go down there. We used to have a lot.
took your voice away.
Yeah, when we first got married, I mean, actually we got along better before we got married than after we got married. you know.
Yeah, that happens
And my
sometimes.
ex-wife, and we're still friends now that we're not married. You know, I don't hold grudges. I don't have time.
Well, you know, I used to hold grudges,
Yeah.
but you know, back in October, I ended up in the hospital because I passed out at my house. I almost died at the hospital. I was in ICU. And I actually saw my mother. I had no blood pressure. Had no pulse.
Well, man, we're gonna let you go. You can call back in later, okay?
Alrighty.
Yeah.
Thank
Have a
you,
good night.
Mary.
Yeah. Bye bye now.
Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, Mary.
She has her own show.
Bye-bye. You
Bye-bye.
too.
Yeah.
Hey.
One moment, wait a minute. So that was Mary for Cruising with Mary. She's on every Thursday from 5 to 6 here on the same station. So if you people, just to let you know.
But I almost went that night. But something brought me out of it. Okay. The nurse, I happened to be in and out of consciousness. And the respiratory came in, but I had a DNR. He left the room, he couldn't do anything. So, the nurse that was in charge in the ICU said there's only one thing that they could do, was to give me an injection of something. I don't know what it was. I had heard about it, but they could only do it if they had my permission. So they gave me an injection. They had asked me, I was in and out of consciousness. She asked me while I was awake. I said, do it. Yeah. It brought me right out. But you know, to this day, when I woke up, my ex-wife was standing at the foot of the bed. I hadn't seen her in almost 18 years.
What a blessing.
And to this day, I forgave everything, everybody. Yeah, I made peace with myself.
Yeah. And that's what, you know, people don't realize you don't have to forget for them. You really should get for yourself so that you can go
It's
on
our
the
own
journey.
healing.
You know?
So,
Yeah.
you know, I don't hate nobody. Not even myself.
You know, I tell everybody, I am the most gorgeous, beautiful person in the world. When you start believing that, and I'm not trying to be conceited when I do that, you're beautiful. Are you a winner?
Yes.
Yeah. When you start looking at and look at Dick. We're honored to have him here. He's a beautiful specimen, a beautiful person. You have a beautiful heart, right?
I hope so.
And you made a lot of people in the world a lot happier, and you make a lot of people out in our TV land there who are watching or may not watch it, because this show is all over the world. I got told. So that's pretty blessed, because the internet is an amazing thing. I started out
true.
when we weren't on the internet, to be honest with you. You know, like I said, we had a little cubby hole. Then we went to Commercial Street, which was awesome. But then we went here on the back. We went here. So I've seen our TV show grow, just like you've seen a lot of Grand Ole Opry grow. You know, one of my favorite singers was Jimmy. He'll have to go.
Oh, Jim Reeves.
Jim Reeves, okay.
He was my favorite singer. One of my favorites.
Yeah. I like country western. Since you've had a few beers, you cry in your beer. But there again, I don't drink anymore in 22 years. I'm very happy with that. Well, my son gave me an ultimatum, so that's why I had to. I didn't have to, but I chose to, because I think family is more important than the alcohol,
Probably saved your life, Norm.
And it really did.
Yeah.
I had a lady tell me that she did tarot cards on me. She said that you're not make it past 67. I went, really? And that kind of shut me up. Now here I am, 35. So I got a few more
Times a
years.
few.
Actually, I just passed. I'll be 73.
Good for you.
I had the pleasure of proving the reader wrong. I asked.
We can change change what shows up in the cards.
I actually, if you had a chance to go to a, what do you call it, like not a nursing home, but a assisted living care, like a private home, would you do that?
Nope.
You're comfortable where you are?
Yep.
Oh, okay.
Sure am.
Oh, okay.
They take great care of me there. To me, it's a great place to be.
Oh, good.
They're very good there. I have nothing bad to say about the place.
No, that's good. If you do, we won't tell anybody.
No,
We're already on the air. No one will even know.
That's good. That's good to hear.
I honestly don't.
Yeah, I've worked in a lot of different nursing homes through Concord, through Manchester, down to Peterborough, or however you pronounce it. One of those things here. And there are a few nursing homes I could never recommend, but there are a few that I can really, I went to one up in Concord on Pleasant Street, and it was a great place. I really liked the way they were there.
This one, I had no complaints.
Okay.
From day one, I had no complaints.
They kind of spoil you, do they?
No, not really.
No?
Are you treated like a celebrity there?
Yeah, I am.
See?
They call me the Music Man there.
All right. That's like when I go out to breakfast, like this morning I went out to breakfast, and a lot of places I go out to, I love it because I don't have to pay for it. And I'm cheap.
Really?
Yeah, I'm cheap.
Somebody pays your breakfast for you?
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Well, there's a couple of bands now that come and they invite me to their shows on the weekends.
And you able to go?
I'll send the car to come pick me up.
How awesome is that?
And I'll go listen to the band.
So it goes to show you that your life isn't over.
No.
It goes to show you that you have a lot of respect from other people.
My bass player comes to visit me every weekend. So.
What's that other little paper you have there?
Oh! That's when I signed the recording contract back in 1970.
That's you?
That's me. I had just gotten out of high school a couple of years after that. Yeah. Kind of faded. I don't know if you can read it or not.
Richard, oh yeah. Richard. Boy, you look a lot different, huh?
Oh yeah, that was my hippie years.
Get your glasses on?
I do.
You mind if we read this out loud to the people?
Go ahead.
If I can, let me see. Making good in country music. Okay, it tells your address. I'm not going to say that. But son of Mr. and Mrs. Earl Winn, Manchester, who has just signed a recording contract with Interstate Records. Will the light in the window be green?
Yeah.
And All Alone with Hairs, Getting Gray.
Yeah.
Written by local writer Dave McDonald of Auburn and published by Lynn and John Pub Company of Merrimack, Mass., are the titles of his record, which comes out September 7th. Dick has experience in all kinds of music, but is finally taken to country and western. He's appeared at the Lone Star Ranch, Circle 9 Ranch, Commodore in Lowell, Mass., and others. He has made the top Nashville spots, starting at the Little Roy Wiggins Show, then on to the Music City Lounge and the famous Tootsie's in Nashville. Dick is from Manchester and is a graduate of Central High School.
Yeah, see?
I was young.
Yeah. That was, so this is what he's being young, folks. I don't know if you can hold that up a little bit. But, see, it goes to show you, I love your upbeat today. Did you go through a depression for a while?
Yeah.
Okay.
I did.
Yeah. 'Cause, I think that would be normal, don't you? Like when my friend, we were talking about
I went through a lot of depression.
Right.
Real bad sometimes. Yeah.
And
No.
but you didn't give up.
No. I was pretty close.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But they're very good at the home. I can listen to music 24 hours a day if I want.
That's cool.
Yeah.
You play guitar still?
No.
No, you can't do any of that. No.
Music is so healing, I think.
Sorry?
Music is so
It really
healing.
is. But you know what? I don't own a radio. I never have.
No?
Never have owned a radio.
So how do you listen to radio? How do you listen to music?
TV.
On the TV.
They have the country western on. I listen to the old classic on. When my daughter-in-law comes over, I have to listen to modern country and all that. But I don't listen to the news.
You
I
don't like the
listen-
new country?
No, I tolerate it.
See, I don't like
There's
the new
some-
country either.
Yeah,
There's
well,
a few I
yeah,
listen to.
Yeah.
George Strait,
Yeah. Ugh.
Alan Jackson. You know.
My ex
You know I do country two-step dancing.
do you?
Yeah. So I started that in the last 6 or 7 months or so. That's a
That's
lot
right.
of
You were
fun.
telling us. You enjoy it?
I do.
Yeah.
I do. So I listen to, but they only play really the new country, and I was dancing at Circle 9.
Yeah.
For quite a
Karen's-
few weekends.
Karen's not doing it anymore up there.
No.
So the Circle
it's
9
not.
isn't open
They
anymore?
No,
Oh,
they're
open.
open.
Only bingo.
Yeah,
Oh,
they don't do any of the bands, the country bands anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, they
it's
lose
a
some money.
shame.
They used to have a place in Belmont or Loudon. They used to be the Loudon Country Hall.
I played there many times.
I can remember back when one friend of mine had me on one arm, the other had the other arm, and out I was walking.
After some ginger ale.
After some ginger ale. My ex-wife, she walked out like you never thought she had a drink, and I'm there, you know.
Oh, that was a BYOB up there.
That was, but you know what? Back in them days, people had fun.
Yeah.
We didn't have to worry about getting in a fist fight. We didn't have to
Right.
worry about,
Right.
like down at the rod and gun. We had a good time. You would have loved a rod and gun. You
Oh,
really
yeah.
would have.
Probably would have.
People would have, everyday people, in love,
Yeah, there
you
was
know?
a whole area.
Yeah, and everybody, people. The only thing I was afraid of because of my sexual identity, so I didn't really say to it because it was one of the working class people. But I got along great with everybody because, and when I was single or whatever, and then when we got married and stuff, but everybody had fun. I used to go to the Elks Club. In fact, I don't dare to go to a dance around here anymore. I really don't because it's so sad. Okay. It really is so sad that you can't go out anymore and have a good time. There was a place called Blackwater Pavilion in Canaan, New Hampshire. And I was young then, okay? And if you got into a fist fight, it was one-on-one. Of course, I used to get in a lot of it, I used to like to fight back then. I won a few, I lost a few, But I made friends, but nobody used guns, nobody used all that. We all had a good time. You know what I'm saying? My mother, bless her heart, she was like 75 to maybe 80. She used to go, when you go out every Saturday night, and we'd go to this country western hall, and she would dance up a storm.
So fun.
I used to like to square dance. You square dance at all? Did they do
Contra
that too?
dancing I've done before, but just similar.
Yeah. So you must have played a lot of square dances.
Yeah, when I was younger.
Yeah. Did you play a lot of dance music?
The music we played was the old time country.
Yeah, you could dance
You
anyway.
could dance to it. The new country,
no.
you can't dance to that
No.
stuff.
No.
It's all line dancing.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was
You
a
know.
lot of language.
To me,
Well, I
that's
like
not-
to shake my hips around there, and look
Yeah,
gorgeous, So when you get gorgeous, see, the thing is, when you get gorgeous like Amy and I, then we can dance anywhere. Aren't you gorgeous?
I dance anywhere.
Yeah, I enjoy dancing.
I'll
My
dance in
hips
public.
don't-
I'll dance whether it's a place to dance or not.
My hips don't move around like they used to.
Hey,
My
listen,
belly.
You put a beautiful blonde wig on me. I'm just as
Hey, there you go. I didn't even. My son's got pictures of me dancing on a table, and I was
bet.
sober too.
I'd like to see that.
That's good. You gotta. I think you have to do everything that you did drunk. You have to do at least
Yeah.
once again sober. Yeah.
Today, and people like yourself, and please, that created the atmosphere with good music. That's what makes it enjoyable.
Right.
And I can tell you enjoy playing it.
When it came time to do the gig at night, couldn't wait. to go.
Yeah.
And I was always 2 hours early to the gig. Always.
Yeah. My son always said before he went on, his stomach would quiver like with butterflies in his stomach, because you're always worried if you're going to do a good job or not, you know. And he asked me not to sing anymore. That's you calling on our show here. Said, Norm, don't sing.
Not a bad sign.
Yeah.
Well, you know, it's funny because when I first started, I used to get butterflies in my stomach. But, you know, once I got on the stage, I loved it.
Yeah. Well, that's like when I go on stage, because I do a lot of shows on stage, you know, and I don't broadcast. I don't feel I need to. When I go on, and I'll say, oh, I'll pace in the back room. Am I going to do a good job? Are they going to like me? You do live? Do you ever do live audiences?
No, I haven't done anything with that. Who knows? Maybe.
You know,
Maybe
you're going.
someday.
Are you ready to?
Sure.
All right. Because it's kind of like, but you might
I want to
even
help more
hear-
people, so
Yeah.
if that's what I got to do, then I got to do
Yeah.
it.
You know, and I see him behind the
A
corner.
live audience, there's nothing like it.
Oh no! Oh no!
It pumps you.
Yeah.
You
So
know,
I'm
it-
curious if
know?
I'm always curious when someone is doing something that they love so much, like music, right? And you are recording and you're doing all of that. Did that give you an income that you could live off?
Let me tell you something. I lived off that for a lot of years.
That's amazing. Good for
A lot of
you.
years. I
Good.
lived
So
off
you
of
didn't
that.
have to have another job. You just did that, and you just did what you
I
loved.
just lived off of music. I played 7 days a week,
That's fantastic.
and I supported you know, a family.
You had a family.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
But you had to earn that right.
Yeah.
It didn't come overnight. Right? I mean, all the music you've done, you've had to work very hard for, and it wasn't handed to you on a silver platter.
You know, when I first started singing, I didn't really know I could sing. I was 8 years old. And I was singing at home one day. My grandmother said to my father, he's got a real good voice, you know, for 8 years old. I'm not singing in front of anybody. You know,
You were
8-year-old
shy?
kids are, you know. So he let it go, you know. Then I turned, you know, like 13, you know. And I'm doing a thing for grammar school, you know. I'm in 7th grade or 8th grade or whatever. And I'm singing in the chorus.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the music teacher decided she's going to have me sing a solo.
Oh.
Well, I'm scared. It's like, yeah. But we rehearsed it.
You got to get up closer.
Oh, yeah. But, you know, so we rehearsed it. So I'm a little scared, you know. And the song I'm singing is Impossible Dream. Okay? You know, I never did those kind of songs.
Mm-hmm.
And then she had me singing Moon River. But they're great songs.
Mm-hmm.
And to this day.
And I had people.
Classics.
I had people in the audience crying. And I'm looking at them and there's tears coming down their eyes. And I'm going, maybe I can do this. You know? And my grandmother's sitting in the audience and she's wiping her eyes with a handkerchief. And my mother's crying. I'm like, And I'm only 13 years old. And I'm feeling it. I was
Yeah.
like, So right from there, it was like, oh, I got to do this.
That's great.
So when I graduated high school, I formed a band right out of high school. Yeah. And that was it. You know. And that's what happened.
So then you were off and rocking.
That was it.
You had children?
Yeah, I have 3.
And had they followed your footsteps in the music world?
My daughter has a beautiful voice. You know what I'm saying?
Not disappointing?
Well, yes and no. It's a hard life.
Oh, yeah.
It's a hard life.
Well, even what you and I do,
Yeah.
people think that that is an overnight success, but we have to work very hard to accomplish
I
what
wish.
we do.
Yeah.
Oh, me too. I had people that come and say to me, "Well, you're a psychic. How come you don't pick the Powerball?"
The winning lottery tickets.
Do you imagine if we could do that? How much rich we could be today, or how we'd be in competition with each other? And I'm happy with the journey that I'm on. I had to learn, like you. I had to learn the hard way how to do things and do this and that. That you know what I'm saying? Like that.
It's a very hard life. Because you're never home.
No.
Yeah.
What's that song? I never promised you a rose garden. However that goes.
Well, I'd be on the road.
Did that destroy your marriage by you being on the road all the time? Yeah, I can believe that because you meet a lot of people and a lot of. Yeah. Now, once again, I cannot see it. Everybody loved it. That what's his name? Sheldon. He's on.
Blake Sheldon.
Huh?
Like Sheldon?
Blake Sheldon.
Yeah, he's on the TV show.
Voice.
Yeah, on Voice. I cannot stand that guy. Adam I like, but I cannot stand that other guy.
Sheldon.
Yeah. I would like to go out there and smack him.
Oh.
So would a lot of people.
But he's making money.
That's all it takes.
Yeah.
That's all the influence.
And my ex-wife used to be very jealous of Alan Jackson. Why I don't know. I had a friend of mine that my ex-wife was jealous of. That said he looked like Alan Jackson. To this day, he will know. She will know. Get over it.
But Alan Jackson has a beautiful wife.
Yeah.
He's been married to her for years. She doesn't stop him from doing anything with his music. He has a big car collection, antique car collection. He's very good friends with Jay Leno. They each buy different cars, older cars, and they swap them. And
how come you and I don't make all that money?
I don't know, because I've even been thinking about going and getting a job, doing something else.
Yeah.
So.
Don't do that. Don't give up on yourself.
Don't do
but
that.
That's like
maybe I'm needed elsewhere.
Could be, yeah, definitely. And that's one thing I'm going to say about my daughter-in-law. Before my son gave up the band, she supported everything that he did. The thing that my problem with my son was, he had two band members that got in an argument with each other as part of their agent and a manager of a club. You don't do that. That can destroy you overnight.
Yeah, but you know something, Ron? The guys that I've always had in my band, we never had arguments.
Well, you were together. You were together a long time.
Norm.
Yeah.
Could you do me a favor?
Yeah.
Could you cut to a break, please?
What?
Cut to a break.
Huh?
You need to cut to a break.
Oh, okay. Folks, we'll be right back.
Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Mic 1. Testing, testing.
That's right host.
Right host? It should be left.
No, that one, hers is right. Hers is correct. Well, she's the right host.
Testing, 1, 2, 3.
That's the right guess.
Mic 2.
Yeah, like I was just saying, that mic is swapped with the wrong wire.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
That's not connected with anything. So check and see if that's powered on. The microphone's powered on.
I'm a jinx. I'm having fun though.
Good.
Hey.
2 hours of material in one.
You know, I never get upset over I always look at it as what it is. See, now fix it.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Mic 2. Testing, 1, 2, 3.
Not working.
I wonder if when I set it down,
It's all your fault. I like it.
Ah. I know that. Hey, listen, in the entertainment business, you can't take a joke. You've got no sense being in it. I used to get people get right up in my face on stage. You just gotta hold your composure,
Yeah.
you know.
My son used to have that problem, especially when the people had too much to drink. They want to sing with you and all that stuff.
Testing, 1, 2, 3. Mic 2. Testing, 1, 2, 3. Mic 2.
No, nothing. Just a loud, really loud humming noise now.
I'm the jinx.
Ah, it's yours.
The microphones were switched.
Oh. I want that one.
There's one under here too.
About that one or something.
There's one under here.
This. Get this one. This one has to sit by itself for a while.
There you go.
So sit and come out.
So it can behave.
Take your time, take your time. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Okay, hold on. We all need to do an audio check.
Yep.
Dick, you first.
Testing 1, 2, 3.
Keep saying testing, Dick.
Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing 1, 2, 3.
Okay, thanks, Dick.
Yep.
Now you, Norm.
Testing 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3.
Once again, Norm.
Testing 1, 2, 3. I am gorgeous. Testing, testing. Testing 1, 2, 3. Test, test. They don't want to hear me.
It's pretty bad. That's a bad thing because
Yeah.
you're the host. You need to be heard. You need to be heard.
Well, it is what it is.
Is it going to be time to do the trivia?
All right, you guys ready to go?
Yep. All set now.
All right, here we go.
Okay. Hey, welcome back, folks. Sorry for that delay, but that's okay. Things happen for a reason. We don't know why, but you know what? We're still having a good time, right?
Absolutely.
By the way, it is time for our trivia question.
That's easy for you to say.
Right. I even forgot what it was. Do you remember what it was, Paul?
I do know what it was.
Okay, you want to tell me? Because I forgot.
It's a song called You're Cheating Hard.
Oh, yeah.
And they have to guess who did it and what year it was.
Right. Here it is. You're cheating hard.
Now, this song was so old that I couldn't find a performance. So what I'll do is I'll just play the audio for it. Like I just played Dick's music for it in the background while you guys are
Okay, this
chatting or whatever.
Yeah, this is You're Cheating Hard. Who was the original singer? And
What year?
And what year was it? Did it come? Was it released? And the person that calls in will get a 10-minute free reading from Amy and I.
Oh boy.
They can hear it while you guys are chatting. Too.
Oh, okay. You know who it was, right?
You're cheating hard.
Senior.
Will tell on you
1915.
when tears come
You gotta be
down
careful. People can
like
hear you at
falling rain.
Okay.
home. You guys are chatting.
Okay. Well, what'd you think
But
about
you
the...
were wrong.
Yeah, see, I was
In
wrong.
fact, you were way off.
Well, how do you like
I'll
that?
put the answer on the teleprompter. So
Okay.
when people call in, you can tell them if they're right or wrong.
All righty. He died. That person.
You're cheating hard. Will tell on
Actually, you weren't way.
you.
You're
You're
fine.
cheating
Exactly. Just talk about
Will
I
find
always loved
someday
I get
and crave the love.
Well, I always thought it was. I can remember being a kid. And I had the big slate, you know. I thought
The
it was
time
a kid.
will
I had to get ready to play it, but I get out there and I'd be singing away. Right. Okay. And I'd be playing.
You're cheating hard. Will
Then,
tell on
they would say, why are you singing? Because I'm happy.
when tears come down like falling
You're the one
rain.
that taught me to be away.
You toss around and call my name.
So I hope everybody
You
enjoys it.
walk the
What do you think about having the trivia questions?
I think it's good. I think it's good. People like trivia usually.
One lady called in last week, and man, she wouldn't, and Mary too, they wouldn't change the day. We had the date on record. And Mary would not change the day, the year. You had said it, and we said, okay, you know. Sometimes it's easier not to argue with them, you know.
Yeah,
You know. So you're living on the seacoast,
I am.
and I actually see you moving into a studio apartment with a dog.
A dog?
Yep.
Really?
Like a little small Schneidstiger or whatever.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't have a dog right now, so that'd be different.
You enjoy dogs?
I do. I like dogs and cats. I like animals in
Yeah,
general.
I do too. You ever communicate with them?
Yeah, I mean, because they're all spirit,
Yeah.
right? They're
Scott is-
easy to communicate.
We have a cat at home that Scott talks to all the time when it's time to get a minute sleep and Scott on Scott's belly or wherever.
Yeah.
And Scott, tell Scott what it was to eat, literally, and
It's
Scott will go
precious.
through. Yeah, you know. Animals are really a beautiful thing. Did you have animals when you were growing up?
Oh yeah, yeah. My before I went in the home, my cat died of cancer. I was 20 years old.
Ooh,
My buddy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you know he's with you spiritually, right?
Oh, yeah.
You also know that your parents are with you spiritually?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
I know that.
May I talk to you about your mother and father on
Sure.
the air? Okay. I
Sure.
always have to ask permission.
Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
Sure. I'm not afraid. I talk to him myself sometimes.
Yeah.
Sure.
Are
not
we
afraid
all
of that.
set there or what? They still playing? Okay. Line 1, Ted.
All right.
Welcome to Norm Community Corner.
Hi, Ted.
Hi, how are you?
Good.
How are you? Good. How are you?
Good, thanks.
Good.
You have an answer to our trivia?
Yeah, I know the answer, I think. Hank Williams Sr., and it was 1952.
No, you got the right. You got the right singer in the wrong year.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yep.
Boy, I thought it was 1952 where Hank Williams Sr. sang it.
No, you got the right singer. Okay.
All right, I'll find out what year.
Okay. Well, let somebody else call. Yeah. All right. Give me a call later. Yeah. Bye-bye. Yeah,
We're still waiting on
we're still waiting for the
winner.
correct year now.
Yep.
When we got the right singer, now we know the right year. Who is your all-time favorite performer
Actually,
besides yourself?
I don't have a favorite.
Really?
But my favorites, I say favorites, are Merle Haggard.
Yeah.
I've seen a lot of his shows. Willie Nelson. Waylon Jennings. The Outlaw Country. There's nothing like it.
Yeah.
Merle
Haggard, didn't he make it? He wrote all his songs when he was in prison.
Not all of them.
No? Okay.
No, not all of them. But his sons, if you heard his sons, you'd swear he was alive.
No.
They look like him and they sound like him.
My ex-wife adores Willie Nelson. I like Willie Nelson, and we had a big. I gotta tell you, this is cool. I like get people going on Facebook. I really do.
I've seen that.
But I also know what I'm talking about, so I always back it up. You know, they had that thing about Willie Nelson. They were saying because he was, as you know, he had cancer, infancy were really bad.
He's in the hospital now.
Yeah. And they were saying about Willie Nelson. And I said I support Willie Nelson. And this woman came on and said, "So you support tax invaders?" That really got me mad. I said it was an accountant that messed it up, and then they had like 4 or 5 country shows that paid all help. Willie Nelson pay off the taxes, so he wasn't a tax invader. But I won't say who. I said it's okay to have so and so. Well, yeah, I can. Like Al Sharpton, he owes over $4 million. When I put that down on there, boy, you want to know more, When you bring up what has happened, then you avoid it. And so that's okay, but I'm actually blocking a lot of the political stuff off. I
don't like political.
Yeah. Well, I do. I like, but now it's getting boring, getting people going, you know what I mean? But Willie Nelson, to me, was an all-time. He sang from the heart. And the thing I had a lot of respect for, he didn't deny the fact that he smoked marijuana.
No, he still doesn't.
Yeah, and I don't either. And that's what it is.
Hey, it's what they do.
Yeah.
That's Hey.
And do I enjoy smoking every once in a while? Absolutely. I did it from that many years ago to now, and it's not. People say marijuana is addicting. It is not. Only if you want to be psychologically addicted. If you think you've got to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 joints, then that it's a psychological problem. Okay. When you were in the band, did you do a lot of drinking? No.
Nope.
Wow.
None of my guys would. I wouldn't allow it.
Really?
Well, the state of New Hampshire, a lot of entertainers don't know this.
Yeah.
But in the state of New Hampshire, you are not allowed to drink on stage.
Yeah.
A lot of entertainers don't know that.
Yeah.
If you are an entertainer, you are working for the club. So that means you are employed by the club.
Yeah.
Like the bartenders, the waitress, okay? They can't have a drink while they're working.
Nope.
After hours, yes.
Oh,
When
my
they're
son
at the
would not.
club.
Yeah. My son would not allow them to drink. And when they used to smoke in the club, because my son didn't smoke either, he had a hard time breathing. And he was very glad when no more smoking in the bars.
Yeah.
So I think that made a lot of big differences.
But when I went up and told some of these other bands that I used to go listen to,
Yeah.
they'd laugh at me.
Yeah.
And I'd say, listen, it's the law, man. And then I went up and I showed them the law. They still laughed at me. They said, let them catch us.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, a lot of the bar owners, I think you'll agree, the bartenders will turn their back on it and
Yeah,
give it
they
to
do.
them. Because then they think, like, there was that one band that was playing in Chantilly's in Concord when my son was playing up there one time. There's one band, they drank up their money.
Right.
Instead of making money, they drank it up
Oh,
and
boy.
be a profit,
Right.
And then they wonder why they didn't get paid.
That's right.
Being in the band is you and I doing a live show is our own responsibility. Okay? But being in the band like you were in, there's a lot. Was it your band? So you had a lot of responsibility. Like my son, you had to make sure everybody's paid. You have to make sure that Did you have an agent or did you do your own booking?
Well, years ago, back in the 70s, early 70s, I had an agent. Until I found out one of my agents that I had was double dipping.
Oh.
Okay. He was supposed to be getting 15%. Well, one day I watched him. He was at one of my shows. And I see him collect the money. And I see him put some money in his pocket. And then he'd come down and pay us. He'd give me the money, and I would pay the guys. So I went up and asked him. I said, what's that money you put in your pocket? He said, oh, that's my cut. I said, what do you mean that's your cut? I said, I have your cut right here. He said, no. He said, I forgot to tell you that I get 10% off the club for booking you guys. I said, since when? He said, this has been going on for 2 years. I said, oh, really? Guess what? You're not my agent anymore.
Yeah, my son said there's no such thing as an honest agent out there. He went through 2 of them.
Yeah.
It's a hell of a field, that people.
We need agents.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But
And,
see, being psychics, we can know if they're going to be honest or not,
And then I had another guy. Well, I joined this band. I was in between bands at one time. So this guy had a band. He was looking for a lead singer. So he asked me if I'd do it for a few months. I said, sure. Now, this was his equipment that I would sing through, his PA and all this stuff. Well, I noticed one night he's putting money in his pocket. So I went over and asked him one night. I said, hey, what's that money you put in your pocket? He said, oh, all the guys pay me $15 a night. I said, what for? He said, well, I own the equipment. I said, wait a minute, you don't own my equipment. I said, why are you taking $15 from me? He said, well, it's agreed. I said, well, I didn't agree to that. I said, I want my $15 back. Oh, no. He said, I can't do that.
Yeah, that's like, and then my son supplied all the equipment. He said there were, the instruments that they played, but all the other. Well, he lost a lot of money. Then maybe he should have been charging. But you know what? We had our sound man. People, it's not an easy road, especially today.
No.
The owners of the clubs will try to Jew you out of your money.
Oh, absolutely.
And I think the people that maybe will agree with me that at the I do not believe in cover charge. Before you go into the club,
No.
you're going to get a percentage of what or you're
Right.
going to go whatever the cover charge is. 9 out of 10, you're not going to get anything.
Right. Right.
I went out to. I'm not going to mention the name, but I went out and I watched his did a cover charge. I went in, I paid and I was down at Millie's, and I watched this guy, these people leaving. I said, "That they're going to get their, oh, don't worry about them going already." And I'm going, wow.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna pay the people that already performed because they already left. So that means you're gonna keep the money.
Absolutely.
I couldn't handle that. I can't handle something like that. If you earn them, you know what? If you're on stage and you're performing your heart out, you know, that's what you need. That's like what I did at my first psychic event. I didn't know we were supposed to pay the psychic seriously, and I had like 10 readers come in, right? And I charged so much per person to come in, and I couldn't understand why they were mad at me. I go, why? And then somebody come and told me. I felt so bad after that. Because I didn't know, you know. That's how you learn. People should come and tell you. Yeah. So then after that, now when I do with readers, they come into the office. Instead of paying a table fee, they get 50-50 or whatever they read, you know. And I think, and when we're planning a big one, well, in July, I got to go take a look at the hall. I'll send you the application too. We're doing with a healing pod. I'm doing a psychic event.
Oh, you're doing the healing pause again.
Yep. And it's going to be a certain amount of price for the vendors. I can't say on air, and it's 50-50 for their readers. Whatever they get, we get. You know, and I make no money. Just to let you know, all the money will go to the healing pause. Okay, and the government. It costs a lot of money to have a nonprofit.
It sure does.
It really does. So, anybody that's going to be interested, they can give we'll be sending out more info. Cause now I have a great committee.
Nice.
Okay, finally. And so I found out my doing it myself, we got too big. You know what I mean? I can't do it alone anymore. And that's when you see success. And I'm having people, when you're having your event again, you know.
Right.
And that's okay that I'm not invited to another event. I don't care. You know, I did it for everybody. You know what? I am who I am. Okay? And are we ready for another one of his tunes there, Paul?
Let me see here. I think so. Hold on. Yep, all set to go.
All right, are you okay? You ready to hear another one of your songs? Well, we won't hear it, but they will. Entertainment by what's his name?
Dick
Winn. Dick Winn. Okay.
Easy name to remember.
There you go. Not for me. Here we go. Play it wild. All right. All right.
I'm gonna bite you guys down so they can listen to it.
Okay, good.
Far across the deep blue waters lives an old German's daughter by the banks of the old River Rhine, where I loved her and left her, but I can't forget her. I miss my pretty Fraulein. Stars start to shine, while the set stars above you, I swear that I love you. You are my pretty Fraulein. Where my memories wander away over yonder to the sweetheart that I left behind. Little moment of glory, a face comes before me, the face of my pretty Fraulein. of mine for just a while. Now you're putting on a style, and you've never once looked back at your home across the tracks. You're the gossip of the town, but my heart can still be found where you tossed it on the ground. Pick me up on your way down. Pick me up on your way down when you're blue and all alone. When the glamour starts to bore you, come on back where you belong. You may be their pride and joy, but they'll find another toy. Then they'll take away your crown. Pick me up on your way down.
Okay, welcome back, folks. We just heard from Dick Winn and one of his songs on CD. I don't know if he's still getting it on. You have to get a hold of him. They're on Facebook, right?
Yeah.
Okay, they want to go on Facebook. And his friend brought him down. What's her name?
Tammy.
Tammy very graciously brought him in for us, and I want to thank her for bringing him in. It was a pleasure, and believe me, folks, I'm sure that there was a lot of struggle there, but I feel a lot of love between you two, and I don't mean that romantic.
We've been friends for years.
A good friendship. Well, see, people think that they automatically think that once you have that. If a man and woman have, a close relationship, they're in love with each other. Isn't that sad? That you can't be friends without automatically assuming that there's something going on. It's me. I haven't felt. She's like a daughter to you. Yeah, she smacks you around when you don't behave. All right. And I appreciate her bringing you down to.
Yeah, so do I. Yeah.
And I loved it. You said I could remember. He said he was going to get here one way or the other.
Yeah. I told you that.
One of the things I have a message from your mom, if you don't mind.
Huh?
She told me to tell you how proud she is of you, and she also told me that you made it big, and that your voice is still being heard on the other side. Just to let you know. Okay. She was a very big supporter of you.
Yes, he was.
Okay,
yeah.
And your dad too.
Yeah, he was.
He learned, when you started being successful, he didn't understand at first, because he thought you should have a 5 to 9, 9 to 5 or whatever job. But I also want to let you know that there's a lot of organ playing on the other side that's coming to tell you that you're going to be around for a little while longer.
Oh yeah, I know
we
that.
know that.
Yeah.
Okay. One thing I also know, there's a lot more people. There's another award coming to you. I don't know what it is, but there's another award coming to you. Okay, so don't be afraid to do that, folks. We did have a trivia question. The song,
You're Cheating.
You're Cheating Heart by Hank Williams. Now we only need someone to come in with their
Ted on line 1.
All right.
Okay.
Thinks he has the year again.
All right,
Okay.
Ted. But we're rooting for you.
Welcome to Norm's Community Corner.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi, Ted.
Hi, Ted.
Hey, how are you?
Good.
I got the year on that.
Okay.
It's 1953.
All right. Yay.
There we go.
There you go.
Hank Williams Sr.
Right. Do you remember this guy right here?
Yeah.
You remember Dick Winn?
I do. You know what? In fact, I remember, I was just a little toddler when I was watching Channel 9, but that guy there, he was a bald-headed guy, and what's his name, Clyde?
Clyde Joy.
Yeah, I think it was Clyde there.
Yeah.
He was on Channel 9 all the time. And
Right.
I was a little guy watching him on TV.
Yeah. Good Night Mobile Home sponsored him every Saturday morning.
Yep. A half-hour show.
Right.
Yeah.
So, man, I'll tell you.
Then call my name.
Sure were.
He played good music, and I'll tell you.
Matter of fact, I can remember who was on the shows.
Yeah. He said he can remember who was on the shows. What was his wife's name? Clyde Joy's wife.
Willie Mae.
Willie Mae. That's right. She was a good singer. His son used to sing too, right?
Yeah, his oldest son got killed in Vietnam.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know.
Clyde Joy.
Gosh, no, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Gosh, no, there were some good shows back then, I'll tell you. Especially on Saturday nights.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You all sit around that little TV with a black and white, you know.
Well, the ranch is still there, but they don't have dances there anymore. They stopped them.
So where do you go now for country and western? Where do you go around here?
I don't know. Well, they got one down on Elm Street now.
Bonfire is it's kind of a new country bar.
Here in Manchester?
Yeah.
Is that right?
Oh, wait.
Yeah, Bonfire. It's just on Elm Street.
Oh, right here. Oh, there's a new one that just opened up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, it's top 40. I've been there.
Yeah.
There's also Saddle Up Saloon in Kingston, which is a little ways away, but more towards the seacoast.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow, that'd be nice. That'd be nice to go down there then. Is it a big place? I think it's a big place, right?
What place is that?
Saddle
Up?
Yeah.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, the one in Kingston.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Yeah,
I think it is a good
Okay,
size.
because I think they do what is it? Those songs, the Turkey Trot or whatever.
The line
and
dance?
all these other ones.
Line dancing?
Where they line up, line dancing and all that too, right?
Yes, they do. Yeah.
See, that's what I used to enjoy dancing. Square dancing, I used to love to square dance.
Are you a dancer, Ted?
No, not really, but I wouldn't mind getting into it. I kind of like it.
Yeah, dancing's fun.
Sure is. You just got to get the right partner.
There you go.
Make sure that you dance all night. Have a good time.
I never had the right partner, so I'd always dance by myself, you know. I'd have a woman out there dancing with me, but I've always had to be the star show player.
I can see that.
Yeah. Oh.
Why do I believe that?
I think I was an entertainer from. When an entertainer as a child.
Yeah.
I knew that I had the psychic ability as a child. How old were you? Were you a child?
Yeah, I knew, but I shut it down for a lot of years.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
I allowed the alcohol to control it, But I think we all know, like you knew you were a singer at a young age, And did you graduate from Central High School?
Yeah.
They had a lot of people that come out of Central High School that become, what's his name, the football coach there. I want to say Chubby.
What are you talking about too?
Adam Sandler.
Oh, Adam Sandler, yeah.
No.
You're not talking about Chip Kelly.
Yeah.
Chip Kelly, yeah. He graduated from there.
Yeah, they have a lot of the stars that come out of Central High School. I think that's a pretty well. Now all they think about is doing graffiti on the wall and meeting each other up, and it's really sad.
Oh, boy.
That's like the second.
Changing times.
Yeah,
Did you have a sense of your calling, Ted, when you were young, or did you find out later on in life?
What's that? I'm sorry, I didn't hear you.
Did you have a sense of what your calling was early on in life, like in childhood? Norm talked about being an entertainer, or...
No, not really, no. I just was born and raised in Manchester, and I went to Central also.
Uh-huh.
And I did get to see how the city changed a lot as the years went by. Mm-hmm. And, geez, I'll tell you, it changed a lot. And hopefully for the better, I'm just hoping. Because there's so many, things going on nowadays, with the opioid and everything else. It makes you wonder, this was a great city back then. They need to get it back into the same way.
Yeah.
I moved here 30 years ago this month.
Wow.
From Laconia. And I love Manchester. I really do. I love where I live. I live on the west side. I can't really picture myself living anywhere else.
I like it
here. The spirit tells me I move.
I like it here.
Yeah. If the spirit says you got to move out, then, one thing about the spirit, and if you don't listen to him, you're in a lot of trouble, Well, Ted, we're going to let you go. Give me a call later tonight when I get home, okay?
All right, super. Hey, thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, no problem.
Yep.
Folks, we have a winner. He was determined to win. Did you? Yeah. Determined to win. So, when was the last time you were able to play out?
2016.
Oh. So really was that long? It was
December. That's when the band gave me my retirement party.
I think. Want
At
to show
the Circle
that up?
9.
Okay. Want to show that up again? Your plaque that you won.
Oh, sure.
I think that is so. Scott, can you get a picture of that? We're gonna get a picture of you and that together. So hang right on there. We should have. Tammy, you want to come get a picture with him for us? You're not camera shy, are you? It is. Oh wow. She said, I didn't know I was going to get my picture taken. Yeah, right up over there we go. You hold one side, Dick, and let her hold the other.
Oh, yeah.
There you go. Don't forget to smile.
That's awesome.
Yep. Okay.
Oh.
So, Tim.
I got it.
Yeah.
I was there when you got that.
You were. Oh, pull up a chair and sit right over here with us. We only got to come. Pull up a chair and sit with us if you want. Okay. We've got like 10 more minutes here. You know? Yeah, sit right up. There's a chair there over there, isn't there? Yeah. Yeah. See, didn't know you were going to be a last minute on here, huh?
Don't be afraid of the camera either.
No. Which side, Paul? There we go. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Sit right over there. There you go. Okay. Put your microphone between you two, please. This is Dick's friend Tammy.
Yeah.
Okay. You speak right into the mic there. Yeah. Pull it right up close to you. Don't be shy. Okay. Now you've known him for a long time.
Yes. My mom and dad followed everywhere he went, and he knew me since I was a little girl.
Yeah, you're gonna pull that up. There. Yeah. Slide it right over there. There you go. So you've been an avid fan of his.
Yes.
You smack her around when he don't behave.
No.
No, maybe you should. No, but I do. I want to tell you, I do appreciate you bringing him down, and I saw the struggle you had, and the love that you, the feeling of love. It's a good term. Respect, yeah. That you have for each other, I think is pretty awesome. Okay, and for you to go, I'm sure you had to go out of your way to do this, and I think he's going to be coming back on again, so be prepared for that.
Okay.
Okay, and I see you don't mind.
No, I don't.
And there's so many people that. What was that?
Trying to get comfortable.
Oh, and there was so many people that would not do that. You know that, right? Okay, and now are you in the music business yourself?
No.
No.
Nope.
Okay. One of the, if you don't mind, I do psychic reading. May I give you a little message on the readings?
Go right ahead.
All right. How much time have we got there, Paul?
Loves to read to people.
Well, we go over
about 8 or so minutes.
Okay, we go over when you won't do the other. That's all. Want to shuffle these for me? She says, what am I going to hear? One thing I will tell you is that you're a very kind-hearted person. You try not to be, but it's all, the outside is all false. Because inwardly, you're very, very kind. You're very, even though you may, on the inside, right?
I could have told you
Yeah, I
that.
get like a hard exterior, but soft on the inside.
Yeah, she's like a marshmallow.
Like a mush. Yeah.
Now, was that your son that was out there?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You give in to him pretty easily, don't you?
Huh?
You give in to him pretty easily.
Yeah, I do.
Yes, she does.
My only child.
Well, you know, yeah, I hear you. I'm the same way with my son, too, and my granddaughter. Take out 5.
Take out 5 of them?
Yeah, just don't look at them. One other thing I'm also going to, did your mother pass?
Both of my parents passed.
Most of passed, okay. Because your mother is very thankful that you're helping him. She was a huge fan of his, wasn't she? And I wanted to, and she told me to say thank you for allowing him to come on my show, okay? And also, I she's the one that helped you get him into the car and helped you to encourage him, whatever he may do. She's also very proud of you. Okay, you had a good relationship with her? No? Do you forgive her?
Yes.
Okay. Put it in writing. Not so much for you, but for her, okay? There's a lot more success coming to you. Don't worry financially, you're going to do okay, okay? Don't allow yourself to be overburdened financially. You understand what I mean by that? In other words, sometimes you worry too much. You make it molehill.
Oh, that's me. I worry too much.
Okay? You can make a mountain into a molehill, Okay, now you're going to calm it down. Okay, one of the things I do see is you want to. I see you moving. You want to move to another area?
No. Where I'm living now, I like it right now.
Okay. Well, you have a choice to move or stay where you are. That's what we call free will, right? You always can do it. If it's better for you where you are right now, I would say stay where you are. But in about maybe 2, maybe 3 years, you could have a chance, another opportunity to move. Okay. You're also a very stubborn person.
Oh yes.
But you're also a person. Oh, you got a lot of good changes coming around you. There are a lot of good changes coming. There's something around your body that's seeing a lot of healing coming in too. I'm not just sure what it is, but there's something in you. I'm looking at the lower part of your body. I'm also looking at some healing. You have a lot of pain in here?
No, it's in my back.
In your back, because I'm seeing some healing. I would encourage you to go to Reiki Energy. You know what that is? I'll let you explain it better than I can.
So our bodies are filled with energy, and when even though we appear to just be physical, dense beings, we actually are made of energy. Our physical energy is just dense. So when we get blockages in our bodies, in our energy field, it doesn't allow the free flow of energy that's meant to be there. And that's what can create dis-ease and pain and things like that. So it's a sign that the energy is blocked in some area. And once you restore the flow of the energy back into the body, or bring it into balance, the symptoms that you experience, the dis-ease and the pain, is alleviated.
I can speak because when I went and had I had eye surgery done, and I had Reiki Energy done. Let me tell you, it was done quicker than anything in the world. It's like having a massage. Only you
but you don't manipulate the
no,
muscles.
No.
You just place hands on. Some people place it above the body, and it moves the energy and balances the energy.
2 discs in my back. And
I
have shots in one of them.
Yeah, and the energy would help. It's not going to cure. We'll never say that, but it will help you feel a lot better.
Yeah, it's relaxing.
I would encourage you to go with Father Reiki Energy and do that, okay? However, a friend of mine, Linda Travel, you do Linda Travel?
I do.
Okay. She and I have an agreement. She don't do a reading, I don't do the Reiki Energy.
That's a good agreement.
Because I have a way that I do it my own way. One thing I'm also going to tell you, you've been through hell and back, haven't you, in the last 10 years? But you're starting to see a lot of progress now. Because you're not a give up. You don't give up. Okay, your dad also told me to tell you that he wants your forgiveness as well.
What?
He wants your forgiveness. He wants you to forgive him. Your dad. I don't know why. I'm just getting a message from him. Sometimes they always think, even though they might have done nothing wrong, sometimes they feel they need to have that to move to a higher level. Okay. I also, are you employed right now?
No.
No, okay.
I'm on Social Security.
Okay.
Disability.
Okay, but there's something about financial that's going to be some more improvement coming. Are you in a relationship right now?
I'm married.
Oh, you poor thing. No, I'm only thinking on you. Anyone that can be married and do it well, I have more blessings to it, right? Okay.
Going on 28 years next month.
28 years. Oh, my God. Imagine me. I could never picture myself being that. Anyways. Yeah. But when you make a decision, you have to ponder it all out, don't you? You want to make sure that it's going to be done right. You don't want to make a mistake. That stuff, too. Once again, I want to thank you for bringing him. By the way, that means a lot to me to have that done. I also will tell you there's someone that's going to offer you a check. Okay, that someone's going to offer you a check, and you cannot, or I am going to suggest you do not take it. And the reason why is it's going to bounce from here and down like a rubber ball. Health-wise, I'm not going to tell you you're going to be 100%. But what I will tell you is I do see some more healing coming into your body, okay? I also will, does your son work right now?
Yes, he does.
Yeah, he's a hard worker, isn't
Yes,
he?
he is.
He's got a new job coming up if he wants it.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah, he's pretty set in his ways, like his mother.
Oh, yes, he is.
Okay. I don't see any problems with him going to jail. I don't see him doing anything like that. He's actually more or less like a Mr. Goody Two-Shoes. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I don't see him getting into trouble.
No.
Oh, you wouldn't tolerate it, first of all.
No.
Oh, when you speak, he better listen.
Yes. Between him and his father, me and his father, yes.
Okay. You two, when you first met your husband, you weren't sure you wanted to go with him, were you?
Yeah.
Then he kind of grew on you like moth grows on a tree.
Yeah.
But I also will tell you, I do see 30 more years of you two being together. Okay? And one thing I do see financially, like I said, do you own your own house where you are?
No, we live in an apartment building.
Okay. You really are happy there, aren't you?
We've been there. We're going on 8 years next month.
That's kind of like home to you right
Yes.
now. And so you have a hard time adjusting to changes.
Yes.
Okay. You're in this way is a little bit of change. You go another way. Okay. One of the things are you redoing your apartment over? That could be what I'm seeing. Are you repainting the walls or whatever?
Not yet. We are going to.
Okay, guys. Your landlord likes you because you're always on time when you rent.
Yep.
And you always find ways of helping different. You're a good cook when you're not in a hurry.
Oh, when I do cook.
Yeah. Who does the cooking in your house?
My husband.
Oh, well, somebody's a good cook anyways, okay. But I would caution both of you to watch your sugar level. You're a borderline diabetic right now. Okay. Well, and I'll do one more here because we're going to be doing something different here.
Well, that's weird because I just had my blood work and didn't say it was a borderline being diabetic.
That's okay, but, get callous and see what happens. I love it when doctors say that, then I prove I'm right.
It runs in the family.
Yeah,
So.
okay. You're going to be around till you're like 85 years old. You're going to be with this guy for like another 10 to 15 years. You're going to be his nurse baby or his best friend or whatever, okay? I actually see your son, there's a lot more improvement coming to him financially, so I would tell you to be okay. Does he live at home with you?
No.
Okay.
He has his own apartment.
Okay.
He has a roommate. They live, they're like two peas in a pod.
Yeah. You're an immaculate housekeeper when you want to be, huh?
Uh-huh.
You're a very good housekeeper when you want to be.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Well, I want to thank you for allowing me to do this quick reading on
You're
you.
welcome.
Okay. And we're going to be, thank you for coming on. It was
Thank
great.
you for having me.
You want to come back on again as co-host again?
Oh, sure.
All right.
That was fun.
Thank you, Dick. We'll look forward to having you coming on
Oh,
again.
you're welcome.
It was
I had a
fun.
good time.
I am really, you amaze me.
I had a good time.
You are actually a hero to me, to be able to go through what you're going through and still be there. And I mean that sincerely. You are a winner, and you have helped make me to be a winner. Okay? You agree with that?
Yeah, well, his nickname is Round Round the Sound.
Okay. His what?
Nickname is Round Round the Sound.
Oh, and please feel free to come on anytime.
Oh, yeah.
And folks, next week, I'm not sure how I'm on, but remember, every day out there, you are the winner. See you later. Wigan.
Salvation Army band played, and the children drank lemonade, and the morning lasted all day, and through an open window came, like Sinatra in a younger day, pushing the town away. He said in winter 1963, it felt like the world would freeze with John F. Kennedy and the Beatles. Life in a northern town. to the station. No, he never would wave goodbye. You can see it written